Good evening, guys, and welcome back to another episode. I'm the Friendly Investor, your favourite investor channel, and today we're going to be looking at my investing portfolio. Before we start, it's not financial advice, it's for entertainment purposes only, and I strongly recommend you do your own research. Right, before we start this episode, I just want to say you may find a common theme within my stocks. We're going to be looking at mainly growth stocks. I'm fairly young, I'd like to say, and I'm very tolerant of my risk. That's something to bear in mind. Understand your risk tolerance, and if you're not happy playing with growth stocks or stocks that jump 20 to 30% every day, I strongly recommend you look at index funds and ETFs that they have their portfolios spread over the world, and it minimizes the risk but also minimizes the reward, which is one of the reasons why I love growth stocks, because the potential for 5 to 10 years is to the moon, guys. You hear that a lot, but these stocks are to the moon in my opinion. And hop on board and let's fly with me. So the first stock we're going to be looking at is NEO. Currently at 59.11, up 246 today. Market cap 93 billion. 52 week high 66.99. 52 week low 211. That's one of the reasons. Like it's an EV company, EV industry. So I did a video on this. The EV market only has about 3% market share, global market share of the whole manufacturing industry. So where it is now, and it's predicted to have about 30% of the market share in 2030. So if you look 10 years ahead and where it is now, 10 times this, potentially even 50x this, once it secures these large deals, because it hasn't even moved into Europe yet, we're going to see this stock fly. The next stock, obviously Tesla. In my opinion, it's a must-have. Some people don't like it. I love it, and it's a really good stock. It's a bit similar to NEO. The only difference is that they're sold pretty much everywhere, and they're a brilliant technology company. Really one to look out for, and I can really see this company flying high and hitting quadruple digits, maybe even 5 digits within 15 years to come of their stock price, which would be really exciting, and it's a long hold again. The next stock, Virgin Galactic, different from the EV industry. This is focusing on space tourism, uncharted industry. There is no wall, the sky is the limit, and the space is the limit, I should really say, as to where this industry is going to go. It's predicted to be the industry is predicted to be 1 trillion by 2030. And currently, this is the main players in this industry are, you've got Virgin Galactic, you've got SpaceX, you've got Virgin Orbit as well. That's Richard Branson's ETF for the space tourism industry. Really one to look out for. And where it's at now, 52 week high 6280, 52 week low 906. Crazy growth at the moment, and where it's going to be in the next 5-10 years. In my opinion, I really think this could hit this is £1,000 share, or $1,000 share, maybe if not higher, depending on how much growth and how much revenue they can make each year. Really one to look out for. Next stock is NEO. Back to the EV industry, but not with the cars this time. This is about the scooters. They design and make EV scooters. They, a bit like NEO and some of the other Chinese manufacturers that I will discuss, they haven't actually moved into the European market, but once they have, EV scooters, really exciting. I cannot see it jumping too high, but it's a good hold in my opinion, as EV scooters will be quite relevant in the next 5 to 10 years. Next stock, Xpeng, however you pronounce it, let me know in the comments down below. Really good stock, and another EV manufacturer. You can see a common theme. I love the EV industry because it's such a growing industry. It's growing so fast at the moment, and compared to where it is now and where it's going to be in 10 years, you're going to be wishing you held on to these shares, guys. So just keep an eye out, keep watching my videos, because I'll be pumping the best EV stocks on this channel. And so yeah, we can see 36.81 billion market cap, 52 week high 74.49, 52 week low 17.11. We see an upward slope. This is where a lot of hype down, just people selling off to make the profit. Settled a little bit at the moment, 46.52, but once it does expand into Europe, a bit like NEO and NEU, they will really going to shine. And I can see these going up 5x to 10x within the next 10 years. And now a UK SPAC, the next one I want to talk about. They focus on the renewable energy, specifically providing batteries for the electric vehicle industry. So it's a bit similar but different, same but different. And they're Pineapple Power SPAC, Special Purpose Acquisition Corporation, and they're looking at acquiring a company who produces vanadium batteries. And what vanadium batteries do, they last 20 times longer than the lithium batteries, which are also the second best. So, and it's very, very interesting, very new industry. Within the next by 2028, it's supposed to be 3.8 billion industry. I did a video on this. Go through my videos and you can see an in-depth analysis of this industry, and the industry is currently about 257 million, so 10x, and the UK wants to invest and reduce their carbon footprint. So this is a really good company to look out for because they are UK, and to see where they're going to be in the next 3 years, I can see this hitting about £3 a share if they secure the right company, and if hopefully they can secure some sort of larger investments from larger organisations, maybe even by the government, to help source the best company. And the next company we'll talk about is Li Auto, another EV company. Guys, you may, like I said, the common theme here is the EV industry, because it's such a growing industry, and it's not an industry that's going to be going away anytime soon. This is the future. If you can look 10 years ahead, they may only have a third of the whole global market share in the manufacturing industry, but if we look 30 years ahead, they're probably going to have the whole thing. Like, they're going to have all cars will be electric by then. Fossil fuels extinct. They're going to be used for only the necessities, and we're going to see the EV industry really triumph in the long run. Next stock, EHang. Electric vehicle in a way, but they are flying taxis. Very interesting. 52-week high, 99.98, 50-week low, 7.59. Currently at 73.03. We can see it's had a very sharp rise, quite flat, relatively flat, but that's purely because there wasn't a lot of hype about it. And once people have researched, done their due diligence, hopefully, we've seen that really sharp rise. But I can see it going down for a little bit because they're not really doing much at the moment. They're expected to get profit in the next 2 to 3 years. And once they start to really ramp up, and you see this around the world, this company is going to fly to about 500 a share. Maybe they'll probably do a stock split, I can imagine, because it just seems a bit too high for this company. But once they really start to make a bit of money, we're going to see this company fly. Market cap 4 billion. I don't think the stock price at the moment justifies where it is, but it's one to watch, and I'm a big fan of it. And now the next two are going to be, they're more or less my safe holds. They're still quite risky. I don't recommend investing in independent stocks unless you can handle the tolerance and you really do your research. And it's not just about doing your research on one day and leaving it. It's about monitoring each stock and understanding it and understanding where the management is, because a shift in the management can drop this stock price, or the shift in the vision. And you need to really analyze and understand where that vision is. For instance, if Microsoft's vision's not really going to be relevant in the next 5 to 10 years, you don't really want to invest in that company, or it's a short-term hold and sell. But yeah, I love Microsoft. I think they're going to be around forever. Well, at least for the next 30 years. And this company, where it is now and what it's doing, is everyone uses Microsoft for everything. And like, it's just that mountain, it can't be moved. So one to really look out for. And the last one is Apple. They've partnered with, I believe it's Kia, to design. Kia are going to make their own. Kia are going to make Apple's electric vehicles. Really, really exciting. And we're going to see this. If that is the case, I can see Apple. They're a large technology company. They don't just produce phones. They're gonna. I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing Apple homes with the Hey Google or whatever their Echo, whatever one they've got. I can't remember. Apologies. Let me know in the comments down below. But we're going to see Apple homes most likely. This is just my opinion of the future for Apple. We'll see Apple planes, Apple rockets. This is a company that has a lot of money, and they've got a lot of disposable income. They've got about 103 billion cash on hand. So this company is huge. So there's one where I can see it taking over most of the industry and being some sort of player in that industry. So yeah, these are my holds. Let me know what you're holding in the comments down below, and let me know what you want me to discuss in a bit more depth. If any of these stocks you found an interest in and you want me to talk about, check out through my channels, because I've already done an in-depth analysis of most of these stocks. So yeah, cheers guys. Remember, it's not financial advice. I strongly recommend you do your own research. Hope you've had a great time listening to this, and see you guys next time.